I done it. I did it. I done it. It's undoable. I sold the big block, the beloved 555 Rare Morrison, in lieu of what is certainly going to be far more reliable, low maintenance, cheaper option. It's not that I didn't love it, or the noises it made, or the things it did. It went 9.0 at 150 on motor. Which was fine, but it's just not quite where we're trying to get to. So the debate was buy a long block, build one. Ultimately, we decided there's only one motor that could take the place of the big block, and that would be the stock 5.3, affectionately known as Warhorse 1. So this motor started its life in Derek's car back in 2013. Got street raced, got blown up, decided I wanted to live again. It's had a mismatch of probably 3 different sets of pistons combined. Nobody really knows if the rings are gapped, if they're not. I think just 280,000 miles has probably got us close enough. So after Derek's done with it, Brian inherited it, ran it in his car for a while. We threw 28 pounds at it in front of the 6-speed. Took every minute of it. Couldn't blow it up, so we took it back out when he had his new motor done. Set it in the corner. It sat in my scrap pile for a while. Friend Graham called last year. He blew up his motor. Needed something to get by for the last race. So we said, yeah, we got just the trick for you. He went 960s with it. Still ran like a top. Still had the same old wrist pin knock it's always had, but it still ran. So when we decided it was time to do this, we called him up. I traded him some random piping and like $94, and we got it back. So now it's in the car. I've got all the rest of the parts we need. So I'm just gonna quick walk through on the parts, the game plan, and you can tell me why it's not gonna work. All right, standard Napa engine rebuild kit. $4 dampener bolt, rear covers, gaskets, whatnot. Some bungs for Brian to weld on. HDI's HD dampener, so we can continue to run the belt drive that was on the big block. Corvette spacing. Holley rails. Chick flow cam that's way too big for the motor. Some piping. I'm gonna go with, they were Sin Na Shu, courtesy of Amazon Bluffs. 2 of those. Low car cable for the LS. Some fresh, lightly used rockers. Fresh, lightly used push rods. These are cool. These are from ICT Billet to adapt a big block Chevy water pump to an LS, which is a much cheaper option than an LS electric water pump. And conveniently, I still have my big block Chevy water pump. More piping. I'm gonna call these, Reman components, starter alternator, courtesy of White Train Performance. Some aluminum piping off the turbo that's certainly to turn into molten lava at some point, according to the internet. Bosch 210s from VS Racing. Ordered them from VS, they're a little bit more than some other places, but I think that'll give me the peace of mind that they might actually be Bosch's, and they pass all the internet checks, so that's a step in the right direction. Maven large frame turbo mount. Motion Raceworks pulley for the fuel pump because the HDD runs a different ratio. Throttle body, brackets, VS Racing gates, 2 of those. Sweet bolt kit put together by Nelson Shenanigans, South St. Paul. And that's about it. The only thing we're missing, the turbo. So this was a point of debate, and this just seemed to fit the stock 5.3 best. It's 107 millimeter on-3 performance cast wheel, V-band housing. I think the 5.3 won't have any trouble at all. I think she'll just spool right up and just sail her way right down the racetrack. So that's all the parts. We do have a solution for the 107, which would be the old nitrous kit off the S10, just to get her going. Speed Tech headers, also courtesy of Amazon. Front plate ICT billet, and a 105 War throttle body. And that's about it. We're not sure when the last time the heads are off. Graham says he might have retorqued the head studs at some point. It's got pack 18s in it. Basically just a cookie cutter combo here. Just trying to go 1090.